I'm gonna shoot a little longer video because it sucks in here, passing time. Do a little background on me. So I've got the BJJ channel now, but before this, I started lifting, got introduced to the weight room in ninth grade, I think. I think I was 15. It was part of gym class, went down there. Everybody's going right to the bench press, even as little kids. It's just for some reason all anyone cares about. Kept moving the pin down the rack on this like universal machine, little hammer strength thing or some shit. Everybody's bailing out. It got all the way down to the bottom. It was like 275, and I laid down and pressed it pretty easily. You know, everyone's like, oh shit. So from that point, I'm like, oh, this gets me some attention. Okay. I was kind of a chubby kid. You know, not one getting picked on, but not at the top of the food chain either. So then I started getting into lifting a little bit, got to the point where I made friends with one of the older gym coaches, and he used to unlock the gym, the workout room right before he went up to teach his gym class for my lunch period. So I would give up lunch, run, get a turkey sandwich, and then fly down to the weight room by myself and start working out, just doing, you know, whatever I could find. Online wasn't even a thing. I couldn't even look it up. It was like muscle magazines. I think it was actually Muscular Development and Flex magazine. Got subscriptions to them through like my mom for Christmas or some shit. And just started copying that shit. Before I knew it, I was benching 3 plates, 315, at like 15 years old pretty quickly. Went on to join the school powerlifting team, won it every year, set all the records. Kept going after I got out of high school. I stayed with it, joined an actual powerlifting gym in the area, Albany Strength. A lot of the older guys there helped me, saw the potential. A group of them hated me for being the young guy that could lift more than them. And I just kept going and I kept pursuing it. I did a lot of competitions, got a lot of first places and all that. Ended up joining the military at 28. Lifted that whole time, competing at little shows here and there. Joined the military at 28. Lost a bunch of weight in basic, got to my unit, found some skinny dudes that thought I was enormous, even though I thought I was like anorexic at that point. So I kind of took them under my wing. We started our own little powerlifting team. I was like the head of it. And all these dudes progressed. My boy Padilla, my boy Munson, Hanson, Walls, everybody came up. Ebeline, all got underneath me. I brought them all up. They all started competing with me. It got to the point where me and my boy Munson got the okay from the military. We drove to Vegas from Kansas, Fort Riley, where I was stationed. We drove to Vegas and competed at nationals, and I won it, set some records. Went on, competed. They let us go to Vegas again. We went, competed at Worlds. I won Worlds, set the world record in my weight class. Won gold, all that stuff. Kept going at it, doing local comps and stuff like that. Got to the point where my boys ETS from the military, I had to go on one last deployment. I did it a little bit on deployment, set all the records in Kuwait at that gym, smashed them all by like hundreds of pounds. Well, of course, my phone overheated in the sauna, so it cut my video off. So here we are in the car on the ride home. Finished that 45 minutes. It sucked. I was rocking back and forth that last 5 minutes. So where'd I leave off? Yeah, went to the military, you know, went to Kuwait, got all them records and shit like that. Came home from deployment early because I was ETSing, did all my stuff. My guys were already gone. So I kind of, half my powerlifting team already ETS'd. Half of them were still in Kuwait on deployment because they weren't ready to ETS. And I really kind of fell out of it. Came home, had none of my guys, lost a lot of motivation, got a divorce like usually happens in the military. And I just kind of went stagnant for like a couple of years. I didn't really do much. I started a business. I got a big business now. I do, you know, I got a landscaping business and a tree removal business, and it's really grown. Now I got some money, some free time, so I got back into stuff. I found jiu-jitsu, tried it out in, see, what was it? It was just January of 2020. I joined. Perfect timing. I did one competition and won it. Just kind of, I wrestled in high school, so I had a wrestling background, plus the strength that I was just talking about. I kind of just dominated white belts at my size. As big as I am, most dudes are just fluffy. And then 2 months later, COVID hit and shut everything down. So I fell out of it. Coach was on me the whole time. Come on, it just, I was growing my business, and there was all these regulations for gyms and stuff like that, so I just wasn't into it. So I didn't go back until, let's see, we got December of 2022. I went back, and I've been at it now. So here we are. It's been a year and a month that I've been at it. I've done a lot of comps. I've gotten my blue belt now, and that's where we're at. And I'm just trying, this is my first year, going to be doing a full year of blue belt. I'm going to do a lot of competitions. I'm going to get my ranking up. I want to go to Masters Worlds and compete, and then I want to go back to Nogi Worlds in Vegas and compete again, and I plan on winning that shit this year. So that's why I'm doing this big push to get my ass in shape. So we're going to go hard. We'll bring you guys along on the journey, and we're going to see if we can take home a world's gold in December. Let's get it. Raider Nation.